Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Capricorn, I hope that you're doing well. Right off the bat, I have to tell you, I believe that your spirit guides have come in for this reading because I feel a tunneling very strongly in my left ear, and it only began as I started the introduction. I was, before I turned on the camera, I was shuffling cards and just kind of doing my thing, and there was nothing there. So I feel like your spirit guides are here. So, which is very comforting, right? So I'm going to use two decks for your reading today. The overall energy is going to be from the Botanical Dreams Oracle deck, and the tarot will be Tarot of the Abyss. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Really beautiful. Number 12, this card has shown up before. The Hanged Man is associated with number 12, Virgo energy, your sister sign. In your element, that is. Your sister sign is in the zodiac is Cancer, of which I am. So, hello, sis. But the number 12 card, the Hangman, talks about taking a expansive view on a situation. We're stepping very far away from something because we've been too close to see it clearly. And the word is Spider Woman. This is an amazing image, isn't it? And I always, I've only used this deck a handful of times, but this card has come out. And, I commented that she's holding the spider as if it's her friend, right? So there could be some collaboration between you and spirit, you and a familiar, like an animal familiar, where you are creating something together. I see this as a beautiful creation, this web. It's like she's not caught in the web. It's like she's a part of the web. This could also be a reference to kind of the Matrix and being caught in that web, but I don't feel that at all from this image. I feel that she is beautifully integrated into something that she co-created with someone or something. Perhaps the spirit guides that came in. It's really beautiful. Just the color palette just gives me, sets off all the endorphins in my head when I see those plums and purples and greens. It's very lush, right? It's unconventional is what I want to say. We wouldn't think of befriending, at least I wouldn't think of befriending a big spider like this and not being instantly afraid, but that's not you, Capricorn. I feel like you're literally embracing something extraordinary, something off the beaten path, something that's not your usual. So let's get 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, future. And at the end, I will pull 1 card for advice from spirit. I only take cards that jump out of the deck. I never choose. Okay, 6 cards. My goodness. Okay. In the past energy, Eight of Wands in reverse. So the Wands suit is fire, and that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The fire suit is all about creativity, that spark of inspiration, fast action. This card is all about fast action and fast communication. You can see here this flock of birds in a V formation. It's very significant, right? Because when birds fly that way, they really are very efficient. They look at the most efficient way to get from point A to point B, using each other as kind of assistance to use the least amount of energy to fly through the air. I can see, though, Spirit's drawing my attention to some stragglers in the line. It's not a perfect V. So it's almost like they're saying that this is like you back here. Maybe it's your turn, because the thing about is that this bird is doing all the work while this one is kind of like riding their coattails in terms of wind. These birds don't always stay in the front. They switch places with one another. And I almost feel like it's like your turn. You're about to head to the front. It's not about bearing the brunt of the wind, but it's about leadership. It's about stepping up. It's about taking the lead in something, right? But you got this card in reverse. So it's the desire is there, at least in the past energy, but maybe there was some hindrance to you stepping up, some hindrance to you taking the lead on something. Page of Swords, to clarify it. You could have, see that book in the corner there? You could have done, you know, if this has to do with, I don't know, like a job scenario, which is kind of like the easiest example to give about when we talk about stepping up to lead. Maybe you did your research and your reading. Maybe you asked a lot of questions. Page of Swords is curious energy, and it's air, so it's all about the cerebral. Did a lot of fact checking, you did a lot of research, you asked a lot of questions, maybe a little bit of spying every now and then, just to see, just to get a glimpse. What are they doing over there? What should I be doing? Right? But feels like it's slow going in the past. Maybe it didn't really come to fruition in the way that you wanted it to. And you feel like you prepared, though. And I want to say to you that don't think that that preparation was all for nothing, because you just kind of trained yourself to be in that space of preparedness, to take yourself seriously and take the situation seriously, whatever this has to deal with. So it's not a waste of time. And don't feel like it was a waste of time. Can I get a clarifier on the Eight of Wands? Why are things in delay? Ten of Pentacles. This is that helping hand, this collaboration. Ten of Pentacles is your element, the Pentacles, earth element. And it talks about the whole enchilada, the abundance in all of its forms. Finances, resources, family, community. Doors opening, opportunities. It's everything. That's the Ten of Pentacles. It is clarifying the Eight of Wands, though. Maybe you thought that whatever this opportunity to lead was, that it was going to lead to this. And maybe it could have in some circumstance. I'm going to ask Spirit one more question. Like, why is it on delay? Is it not meant for you? What's going on? You certainly thought that it would have. King of Swords. Wow. King of Swords is Gemini energy. Expert, authority. Somebody, see this labyrinth behind him in the background? He stands above that labyrinth. It's like There's something here. Spirit just said it was too good to be true. Maybe something was too good to be true. Here, you know, she's on her knees. We go up to the king level. Nobody's on their knees. They're standing strong, tall, knowing. There's something that became more clear to you as time wore on. It became more clear. You gathered more information. You understood more clearly why something was slow and perhaps too good to be true. And that sucks, Capricorn, for anybody. So I'm sorry if that was your experience. But, you know, being in the King of Swords energy is no joke. You're stronger, wiser for it. This is a part of life, right? We're learning lessons. We're in the Earth School. And so to be in this energy, it's a power move, that's for sure. So take all of the things that you learned through this experience and apply it to the next experience, right? That next experience, though, you might be keeping under wraps. Four of Pentacles. Somebody, they call this the miser of the tarot. You might be keeping things very, very close to your chest. Your ideas, any opportunities. I don't want to go so far as to say that you're being secretive, but you're maybe not disclosing all of the information. You got some plans hatching. We're still at a 4, though. 4 of Pentacles. It's not really high on the rung. If we go from Ace to 10, Page, Knight, Queen, King, the 4 is still kind of in its beginning stages. And so it might be one of these situations where you don't want to jinx it. You don't want the peanut gallery to come in and comment and ruin your vibe. So you're keeping things close. It's clarified by the Page of Pentacles in reverse. You're not making any moves at this time. You made one in the past energy. Right now with the Page of Pentacles, which is the card of like planting a seed. Somebody who takes action and plants a seed and steps forward. Page of Pentacles in reverse is like, nope, we're surveying the situation, right? Remember, with that 12, the Hanged Man energy, we are kind of gathering our resources. We're gathering up what we need to gather. See, I want to point out these two cards of like holding on to something. We're gathering up our resources right now, but we're not making a move at this time, and it's strategic, absolutely. Six of Swords, interesting. Six of Swords is a card that talks about moving out of choppy waters to calm waters, like moving out of chaos and a chaotic situation to something that feels a little bit more refined or more in keeping with where we want to be, right? So this is a little bit of making your getaway and rising above the fray, rising above all of these kind of shifting tides to something that is a little bit more anchored, a little bit more stable, which is where Capricorn likes to be. I mean, all the Capricorns I know, though, they take risks. They take big time risks, but they're calculated. I think of all, well, that's not true. I'm going to take that back. Because that was just my opinion. That wasn't really spirit coming in. Okay, I'm just going to say what I was thinking, which was like, oh, I think of all the earth signs, Capricorn is closest to the air element, but Virgo is pretty close too. I think of all the earth signs, Capricorn is closest to fire, right? You're doers. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, that was what it was. You're doers. You're big time doers. You like go out and kind of conquer things. do see you here, though, trying to make your getaway. Future potential is interesting. So this particular tarot deck, usually tarot decks have 78 cards. This deck has 80 because there are multiple depictions of the same card. You got 2 of the same card with different depictions, both in reverse, and it's the Ten of Swords. It's throwing me. When they first came out, I was like, whoa. Ten of Swords is really intense. It's like, it's right behind the Three of Swords in terms of its intensity. Three of Swords is heartbreak and heartache. Ten of Swords is like it's like backstabbed, leveled, at our wit's end, right? Because it's still about air energy. Our brain is fried. We're just so overwhelmed, right? This is your future potential. But Spirit wants you to see both depictions, because the avenue, the framework in which you choose to see something will determine how these cards flip in the reverse. So you can either look at a situation of disappointment like this, like, no one's here to help me, I'm all alone, betrayed and backstabbed and just at my wit's end and no hope in sight. Or, and this is what I hope you privilege, you can be in this energy where you understand that there were some life lessons. You have done the inner work to look at how those lessons have shaped you, to not make the same mistakes again, to see that you are stronger, wiser, more mature than ever before, and you make friends with it. So the fact that these 2 cards are in reverse are kind of tell me that things are in flux, right? Even this, it's 10, your cover art, that's 10, 10, 10. That could be relevant. It's interesting. So at the time that I'm recording this, it's been a couple weeks since Kendrick Lamar gave his kind of tremendous Super Bowl halftime performance, right? Which is, I'm not saying I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan, but I'm a fan of that performance because I was like, there's so many layers. And all I'm going to say about it is the 10, 10, 10 reference, the X, the 30-yard line. So if you don't know what it is that I'm talking about, go research it, because I'm not going to get into it, but there might be something to that. 10, 10, 10. It's your framework that will shape your reality, right? As above, so below, as within, so without. You are going to be solely responsible for how this plays out in terms of your healing and the narrative that you build around this experience. Can I have a card of advice for Capricorn? Knight of Cups. Allow others to come in to your aid, to assist you, and to care for you. The Knight of Cups is somebody who's very authentic and comes in as a person of action. They want to assist you in some way. They want to be of service and help. And the thing is, Capricorn, I mean, you're very independent. You're very self-sufficient. It can be difficult to, 1, admit that you need help, and 2, accept help when it is offered. And Spirit is saying, please accept help, even if it's a listening ear and somebody's wise counsel. Allow it into your experience. That's your reading, Capricorn. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Capricorn.